So hi students, this is Nazir Hussain. So today we are here with one more program called finding a parity of a given data, given byte or word, anything you can say. So here we are written an example for given word. So input will be given, in that how many ones are there, it has to count, and depending on number of ones, if it is a even count, it has to tell us it is a even parity. If it is odd, it has to tell us about odd parity. So this is finding parity of a given word. So let us see how this logic actually works. Let me explain, then we can see the output. So first of all, we are going to use three registers here, DX, AX and DX. So before proceeding to the program, we are just clearing the registers A, B and D, so that if any old previous values are there, they can be removed. You can write move dx comma 0 0, or you can write XOR dx comma dx, both will do the same operation. Now move si comma 4000. In this 4000 I am going to provide data for which I want to identify the parity. So here I have taken a data of 1323 as a word. So you can see, if you expand that, it is a 0001, 0011, 0010, 0011. So and here we are also using a carry flag to identify. Now how many bits are there? So see, to find number of ones in this, we are going to rotate this data using a rotate instruction through carry, and we are going to find how many carries are available. Means if initially carry is cleared, so when you rotate it through carry, one will be appearing here. We check for carry. If any carry is there, we are going to count it as a number of ones. If no carry is there, it will be counted as a number of zeros. How it happens? See, so total these are 16 bits, right? For 16 bits I am giving a count of 16, 0010 in hexadecimal. So and now I am taking this 1323 data into AX. Now I am rotating RCR AX comma 1. So while typing the program, while typing this particular instruction, you can write directly RCR AX comma 1. It will accept. If you write RCR AX comma 0001 or RCR AX comma 01, it will show as an invalid mnemonic or invalid operand. So RCR AX comma 1. Now this RCR rotate and shift instructions work on a bitwise data. Means it rotates this entire 16 bit by one position. So let us check for the first iteration. Now RCR AX comma 1. Now this data has rotated here, and previous carry which is there is moved here. Now I will check for carry JNC L1. Means if no carry is there, I am incrementing DX. If carry is there, I am incrementing BX. So here BX gives us a number of ones and DX gives us number of zeros. So one more time please check. Now after rotating this data into one position, now I am checking for carry. If any carry is there, means it is 1 is available at that point, means I want to increment of DX. Sorry, if no carry is there, DX will be incremented, means 0 is there. If any carry is there, BX will be incremented. So here BX gives us number of ones, DX uses number of zeros. So with this, after one iteration, now any one of the register gets incremented. Now again, since we have given a loop here, loop L3, again it rotates it to a one more position. Second bit will be moved into carry now. Likewise, it rotates 16 times, and after 16 time rotation, after the count becomes 0, we used to have all the number of ones values in BX register and number of zeros available in the data in DX register. So up to this instant we get, so BX equals to, suppose in this program 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 0 6 and these are 0A. Up to after execution of these instructions, we used to get BX equal to 6 and DX equal to A. Means 10 zeros are there, 6 ones are there. So up to now we have counted how many number of ones and zeros are there in the given data. Now what is a program? The program is to find the parity of the given data. So now to find the parity you need to check number of ones. Number of ones is already there. After finding this number of ones, to find that whether it is a even parity or a odd parity, again we are going to check this 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 is the bx value now. Now if it is an odd parity, we all know that how to identify odd and even number in a binary in this hexadecimal means by observing the LSB. If LSB is 0, it is even. If LSB is 1, it is odd, right? It is a known fact. Now after getting these values, I am checking this LSB of the BX register. How I am checking? See, RCR BX comma 1. As I already said, do not write a 0 1, just type only 1. Now I am rotating right through carry. Which data I am rotating? BX. Now I will rotate this BX into carry. So what is there? If a 0 is there, 0 is moved. Now I will check for carry, J and C. If no carry, means if there is no carry means this is even parity. So it jumps to even location. There I have given move AX comma EE and that EE will be moved to SI02. Means if even parity in SI02 location means in 4002 location we need to find EE. If odd parity, suppose if carry is there, then what happens? This condition JNC even fails. Then we need to find move 0 0 0 0 0 in 4002 location. After that it automatically ends the program. So try to understand, finding number of ones and zeros is a part of a program which is a parity. So first, to find the parity we need to definitely count number of ones and zeros. That can be happening up to this point, you can get that. Now after getting the data I am checking for parity. If LSB is 0, we get even parity. If LSB is 1, it is odd parity. For that we are checking using RCR through carry flag. So if no carry is there, it goes for even. If carry is there, it gives us odd, 0 0 0 0. Hope you understand the logic. Let us check the same in the program. So now in this already I have given this program. Now let us see the execution of this program. So in this program I have already typed this program at 6000 memory location. So I have taken SI equal to 3000 for checking parity. So first let us give the same command SW3000. I just give 1323. So in 1323 we have to get it is an even parity. 6 number of ones will be there. So even parity should be observed. Input is given. So execution using G command 6000H. So after this we need to check for again the input data followed by the output. So since it is even parity, it is showing EEE as a output. For example, let us check for another input by taking a odd parity data, suppose 0 1 1 1. So in these 3 ones should be there, it should represent odd parity. Means in 3002 memory location we should get 0 0 0 0 to represent that. So now executing the same program. Now just check for the output in 3002 memory location. This is the input, odd parity. So in this way we can identify the parity of a given byte or word. So if you let us go for one more input and check finally. So 2121. Here also we used to get even parity. Even parity means we should get G space 2000. We should get EE in 3002 location. This is the input. This is the output. So hope you understand the logic. Share it among your friends so that you spend a valuable time in the lab.